You ask, how is it that Vladimir Putin can seemingly have no care for human life? How is it that he can attack innocent people and destroy them? You ask, how can he simply send his own troops to certain death? How can he recruit people and send them to their death knowingly? What is this wanton destruction of souls? So, why does he do it? You must understand that he is a transactional creature. He does not see people as human beings of spiritual worth, of soul value. No, he sees them simply as part of his possessions. He sees them as chattel, as useful pieces for that which he would accomplish or that which he would gain. He is thinking the way that many ancient kings thought and tribal leaders thought. It is not the appropriate way to think, but we ask you, can the world simply blame him and say, how are you so evil? When much of the world has thought and acted the same way. Slavery, existent in Rome, existent in ancient times, existent in Egypt, existent in the early Americas, and slave trade are all of the same consciousness, treating those who are of a different class or a different race or a different ethnic group or heritage or religion as less than human. Yes, that is what he is doing. A Ukrainian is less than Russian. That is the way Putin thinks. Russians are the supreme beings, just as Hitler would have said, those who are of the Aryan race are of the supreme being. Forget the fact that he didn't even know what the Aryan race was. Forget the fact that humanity is all one race, for it certainly is. And others would say, how can such a spiritual evil be done? Yet, can religion wash its hands clean? Just think of the ancient faiths that would attack and conquer other nations for being of different faith. Just think how the doctrine of just war allowed people to be conquered that their souls might be saved, and how they were counted worthless if they were not of the faith. Just think what happened when the Church of Catholicism came to the Americas. And it was the policy of kill the savage, save the soul. Oh, yes. How often has it been? Humans are mere chattel, pawns to be used. And think you that it is just in one little group or another? Even think how it is embedded in the prejudices of some people who would say a man is worth more than a woman, or it is a elite person's responsibility to make things work. Do you see this in places other than on the battlefield even today? Of course you do. Look at the large corporations. What are people to them? They are merely a source of revenue. They are nothing more than a way to earn money. Think of the pharmaceutical companies. They have not simply developed medications and healing drugs to help people. They have done it for profit, and oftentimes for so much profit that people cannot afford the medications that would save their lives or make their lives better. Why? Because to them, the people are simply a resource. To Putin, his people are simply a resource. That's all they are. And that is why he is able to do the evil things he is doing. But before you judge, ask yourself, how many of you are doing the same evil in a different way? Oh, global warming is not a real issue. So you rape and pillage the earth. Global warming is a real issue. You're seeing storms rage, and you're seeing the change that is occurring and escalating as a result of that which is real. But those companies who are profiting look out at the world and they see the people as a resource of income. So they say, sell them more products that will use petrol and oil. This is a backward way of thinking. How many people are selling diamonds and other gemstones that truly are at the expense of human life? These bloodstones are simply the result of people seeing other people as nothing more than a resource. This is how the little wars and tribal escalations happen throughout the world continually. This is much of what stops peace. Even big governments, all of a sudden, are envious of a little territory and they want to take it. They do not see the people. They see the resource. They don't see the human souls. They don't see the essence of that creativity that lies within each individual. They just reach forth with greed to destroy. Now, we are not in any way making an excuse for Vladimir Putin. What we are telling you is simple. Your hearts need to change as well. If you think he has a cold and stony heart, perhaps you should look at your own heart. Look at your own heart. For you may see the same coldness, only you feel a little removed because you don't see the damage that you do with your investments in the market that causes people to go homeless, that causes people to go without food, and that causes all other manner of destruction. Change must take place here. So, you ask, how can Putin do such a thing? Because he too needs change to take place here, in his heart. We leave you with blessings and with peace. Peace be with each of you.